Welcome to this Fox Friday Pal of the Week special. I'm Dave Huddleston. Over the past 60 years, the Philadelphia Police Athletic League has steered neighborhood children ages 6 to 17 away from a path of crime and destruction. PAL officers often point them down the road to success through organized sports, which build teamwork and leadership skills. Fox 29's Dawn Stensland tells us oftentimes PAL kids learn sports they never considered playing before.
You don't play anything to lose, you play to win.
It's game day for these sluggers.
1, 2, 3, 20.
But this isn't just any game. The winner walks away with the division championship.
Batter up, play ball.
The blue team is from the 23rd PAL Center in North Philadelphia. On this day, they're up against Haddington PAL in West Philadelphia. On the mound, starting pitcher Marvin Champ. The pressure is on. His PAL officer believes he's up for the challenge.
I've seen him get better as years went on, and I've seen how he matured a lot. Come on, Marvin, over the plate, over the plate.
Just about 4 years earlier, 14-year-old Marvin showed up at the PAL Center in his North Philadelphia neighborhood.
Hey, Marv!
My mom didn't like me being in my neighborhood.
Neither did his dad.
As far as violence, it's not a good neighborhood.
A lot of drug dealing, shooting, stuff like that.
So PAL became a refuge, a safe haven from the streets. And for many of the kids in areas PAL serves, a chance to broaden their world and learn about unfamiliar sports.
They were so one-minded with basketball. Baseball is something out of space to them.
But Officer Crawley says Marvin was different.
Marvin had potential. And you can see that because of his background with his relationship with his dad. And the dad plays baseball.
Officer Crawley nurtured that potential, helping him improve his game. It paid off for Marvin and the team.
There you go.
He tried me out, and I was good enough to pitch, so yeah, he made me starting pitcher.
And over the last few years, we've been making the playoff. We need some runs. We need some runs.
Now it's all come down to this, the final game of the series. Marvin has confidence in his team and himself. He says he owes it all to PAL.
It's a good place. We're a good team, got good friends.
It's a good environment for kids to be in. Anything to keep the youth busy and out of trouble, I'm all for it, and every parent should be all for it.
Come on, Marvin, let's go, baby, let's go.
Dawn Stensland, Fox 29 News.
Good pitch, baby, good pitch.
And Marvin's team, PAL 23rd, came away the victor. But both teams are winners for making it this far in the playoffs. Now, one of PAL's newest programs is tennis. It's only been around 8 years, but it's already produced some powerful players. Fox 29's Joyce Evans shows us they have what it takes to win big on and off the court.
1, 2,
1, yes.
2.
You could be looking at tennis's next generation of Grand Slam champions. PAL's tennis program partners with the prestigious Arthur Ashe Tennis Center.
Get back.
We use their expertise to train our PAL youth how to not only play the game, but learn different positive aspects to life.
Don't let it touch. Come on, don't let it touch.
That, along with top-rate coaching,
Keep it in.
has turned out some players with formidable forehands and blazing backhands. The Southwest Philadelphia PAL Center's tennis program began with just 11 players. Now it has more than 40. Among them, 14-year-olds Jamila Hosang and Darren Moss. Double trouble for any opponent.
Jamelia and Darren both have excelled, and they have left the intermediate level.
They're both in the advanced program and undefeated.
I play to win, but I play for the challenge.
Andy says the unexpected.
Because, like, once the unexpected happens, you just got to be ready for it. And, like, it just gives you that sort of adrenaline rush, and, like, I love it.
Now he and Jamila tackle tough opponents from other advanced Arthur Ashe teams in singles and doubles.
When Jamelia first started, he was more or less an introvert. And as he progressed with PAL and progressed with the tennis program, he has more or less exploded.
All the way to the 2005 Arthur Ashe Tournament Championship and potentially higher.
Work hard, stay in school, and try to keep my game up. Tennis did a lot for me, and I can't just throw it away.
He and Darren both credit PAL and Officer Gibbons with helping them score aces in life.
Officer Gibbons is the best. He did, like, everything for me. He does everything for, like, all of us. My tennis game, I plan to go farther with it.
That was Joyce Evans reporting. Competition is also fierce among PAL's flag football teams. Among them, a team with a player who's a unique flag football phenom. On the field, Haddington PAL Center in the white, Tucker PAL in the green, battling it out for a win. But Haddington could have the edge. 11-year-old Tiffany Tillman.
She's deceptively quick.
And the only girl on Haddington's team.
So when she takes off, the guys are like, wow.
It makes me feel good.
Tiffany was 9 when her mother brought her to the Haddington PAL Center.
Heck of an athlete, was a little shy.
Percy, come here. So PAL officer Daryl Johnson introduced Tiffany to several sports. Baseball, basketball, you name it.
She was willing to do it, even though most times she is the only female participant.
But when it comes to football, Tiffany shines. It took lots of hard work to get there.
Coach Daryl told me all the rules, and me and him, taught me how to run through drills and stuff. It made me feel like it was a challenge.
Her favorite part of the game?
Catching the ball and running it.
And one more thing.
Making touchdowns and winning.
Outside of her blazing speed, she has hands.
Her mother credits PAL and Officer Johnson with bringing out the best in her daughter.
In school, she used to talk too much. Now, since she's been going to PAL Center, Officer Johnson put a little motivation in her. And he's just been a good role model for Tiffany.
He's inspired me into doing a lot of things.
Like join PAL's homework and literacy clubs, its all-girl positive images program, and boost her grades. Tiffany encourages other children to give PAL a try.
It's a great place to be. Like when you need help with your homework, somebody's there to help you. Coach D can inspire you like he inspired me.
And Tiffany's team won that game 20-8. PAL has 27 neighborhood centers across Philadelphia, but one gets top marks for offering something unique. Fox 29's Sharon Crowley explains.
It's really fun. I really like learning how to do new things.
Dozens of girls fill the gym at the Gibbons PAL Center to vault, tumble, swing, and perfect their balance.
I've learned how to do back handsprings, back tucks, side aerials.
Gibbons is the only PAL Center in the city that offers gymnastics. It's a 30-year-old program. Any girl from 4 to 18 can join.
When you come here, everybody's like a big family.
The coaches are very good at coaching.
That's because the coaches receive their training right here at the Gibbons PAL Center. They're all former PAL kids. Head coach Chris Bordoni is the veteran of the bunch.
I took over the program about 15 years ago. It was just something that I really loved doing. I loved helping the kids and being in the gym, and the whole sport of gymnastics is just something that I love.
She and her coaches teach the young students skills which translate into success in other activities like dance, karate, or cheerleading, and in life.
It gives you a lot of confidence.
15-year-old Samantha Starrett walked into the Gibbons PAL at the age of 5.
Before, I would just be like terrified to be like, no, I'm not doing that.
A decade later,
I am more daring.
And at the program's most advanced level, Sam says the sport even helps her in school.
When you're here, you get this certain focus of concentration that you hold on to. So in school, I think it helps me to concentrate. So my grades have always been up.
And so have her gymnastics scores.
She has placed ribbons and medals and trophies in all kinds of competitions for just tumbling and for gymnastics.
If you're just looking for something to do, if you're trying to get better for cheerleading or dancing or something, like just come here.
The PAL gymnastics team scores a perfect 10.
Sharon Crowley reporting. Athletic may be its middle name, but the A in PAL could also stand for academics. How PAL encourages kids to reach for the sky in school. Welcome back to this Fox Friday special. I'm Dave Huddleston. The Police Athletic League is more than just sports. PAL officers also encourage each child to overcome obstacles and achieve academic excellence. Every PAL Center offers free educational programs like the Homework Help Club. It can give mediocre grades and attitudes a big boost. There's a whole lot of learning going on inside this PAL Center. The Kuttner PAL Center in South Philadelphia is just one of the city's 27 centers that offer free homework help for neighborhood youngsters ages 6 to 18.
The Homework Club is designed for kids that are seeking help
in order to better themselves.
It gives us time to do things instead of going around outside playing and not doing your work. I really enjoy this place.
It's a place where children can ask tough questions about tough subjects in a safe environment.
I come here for help, and just in case I can't understand stuff, I can ask Mr. Ashton.
Several children see a big difference in a short time. 9-year-old Michael Hamilton has only been coming to this PAL Center for a year.
At first he was struggling a little bit with math and reading, but he has really done a lot better since he's been coming with the homework club.
The homework club played a big part in him improving in his homework, his behavior, as well as his confidence.
And Michael's not the only one.
I improved in math and reading. Now I'm starting to get A's and B's. My favorite subject is math.
And it's because of volunteers like Michael's mom and some younger ones.
Well, I have some of my older kids in the PAL Center that assist with helping the younger kids. You know, that's their way of giving back to the center.
You never know, one day these homework help fans may come back to help a new class. That's what it's all about, reaching back to help others. One PAL grad beat the odds, reaching academic excellence she hopes will someday put a gavel in her hand. In the meantime, she's reaching back, giving her old PAL Center a helping hand. 22-year-old Raina Goods is a graduate of the Mill Creek PAL Center and one of its biggest success stories.
I knew she was going to do well. I knew she was going to the bigger and better things.
I first started coming to PAL when this PAL Center actually first opened. I was about in the 6th grade.
Officer Darren James says he encouraged Raina's love of basketball.
So her playing basketball, so she had a little bit of skill. So I helped her with the basketball. So she played in the girls' league. She was pretty good in there.
When it came to academics, though, he didn't have to push.
Come to find out, she was a good student.
Her mom had already set the bar high.
This neighborhood does not allow you to survive if you're going to think you're going to hang out on the streets. So you have to be somewhere structured with discipline.
That somewhere was the Mill Creek PAL, where she excelled on and off the court. PAL rewarded Raina for her hard work.
I received the PAL Scholarship, which was $1,000 each year throughout undergrad.
She went on to graduate from Hampton University in Virginia, where she majored in psychology. Now, she's headed down a new academic path. She's in law school, making history as a member of Drexel University's first law school class ever.
I've known for a long time that I wanted to go to law school. I actually can't tell you when, but I've known for a long time that I wanted to be a lawyer.
And once again, PAL came through for her.
This year I was awarded the Ann Crancer Scholarship, which is $5,000 for the first year of graduate studies.
The scholarship rewards women going to postgraduate school who've earned top grades.
PAL has been very good to Raina, to my family. You can't ask for a better organization.
Bend your knees and then push up.
It turns out the boys and girls at Mill Creek PAL Center get to reap the rewards of Raina's success.
I think once I became too old to participate in some activities, I still wanted to be around, so I would come around and help out. Like, I just still wanted to be a part of PAL.
There's a lot of kids, sometimes they leave PAL and you don't see them, you lose contact, but she always came back.
To give back a little something to the organization that gave her so much.
There's a lot of good things PAL has to offer. I definitely know that.
Hey, congratulations, Raina. A PAL grad's dream comes true. He says he owes it all to the Police Athletic League and his PAL officer. And he's a golfer, a bank vice president, and a former PAL kid. How this PAL grad brings dreams to life for younger PAL kids. Welcome back to this Fox Friday special. Sometimes a PAL officer's influence on a child comes full circle. That's what happened to one PAL grad who made PAL kid history. 20-year-old Ramon Rosado grew up in one of Philadelphia's tougher neighborhoods. When he was just a little guy, his parents brought him to the Rivera PAL Center, knowing it was a safe haven.
I was about 8 or 9 when I first came here.
Come on, hurry up, hustle, let's go.
His PAL officer, Frank Rivera, immediately took him under his wing.
Ramon is a very quiet, timid kid.
But not for long.
Once he got to play baseball for me, he got to associate with other kids, and he started being a little bit more like a leader role.
Ramon became involved in almost every sport and educational program PAL offered.
I started playing baseball. After that, I did like the PAL, academic league. I did chess. I played golf for a couple years. I became captain in my high school team.
and he succeeded off the playing field, eventually making history.
When he became around 16 or 17, we had Pal Day at City Hall. He was the first Hispanic to become the mayor of the day.
It wasn't an easy feat. Candidates must endure an interview process as though it were a real job. Ramon's hard work earned him a Pal College scholarship and a spot at Philadelphia University. It was the beginning of a lifelong dream.
I always wanted to be a cop ever since I was a little kid.
He's already passed the police recruitment test with flying colors. Soon he'll be off to the Philadelphia Police Academy. It's just the first step to yet a higher goal.
After a few years, I'll plan to apply for the FBI.
I told him if you want to become an FBI, you have to get a college degree. It makes me feel real proud of him.
Ramon credits Pal with pointing him in the right direction so he could pursue his dreams.
It kept me out the streets. It kept me focused, kept me in school. Pal had a big impact on me. Get to know the officers, the role models.
Now he's one himself. Several times a week, Ramon returns to Rivera Pal to help out and give back.
There were guys like me back then who will help us with the baseball team, will help us with the chess team and the basketball team.
Go, go!
I just try to keep them on the right path.
Just because you come from a very tough neighborhood, as long as you have parents supporting you and having a Pal Center around and having role models, these kids can accomplish a lot. Every kid and every Pal Center should be like Ramon.
Well, this next Pal grad says he grew up to be a confident, successful adult thanks to Pal. Now his success is Pal's gift in more ways than one.
Well, I started with Pal in September 1967.
When Stephen Head lived in a neighborhood rife with violence.
It's now called Northern Liberties, but it was North Philadelphia at 5th and Girard. During the 70s and late 60s, there was a huge gang problem in the city of Philadelphia. So for me, that was a safe haven.
Back then, Pal was the place, mainly for boys and sports.
The motivation for me was the teamwork, the opportunity to play with my teammates, my classmates, but also it was fun and it was free.
Steve took advantage of every Pal opportunity. He got the chance to help run the city during the yearly Pal Day at City Hall and even met a president. Steve began reaching back, giving back to younger Pal kids. Then Pal awarded Steve with a scholarship.
I was one of 4 youngsters that received $250 that enabled me to go to Kutztown State College.
It was the start of a bright future, which included stints as vice president of several banks and a spot on Pal's board of directors.
Which hole are we going to?
2.
Along the way, this Pal grad never stopped giving back to the organization that gave him so much.
Steve's Mr. Pal.
This retired Pal officer and former Pal kid are good friends and good golfing buddies. Together, they pass along their love for the sport to hundreds of Pal kids. Each year, they hold a golf classic to raise funds for Pal's golf clinics and a junior golf tournament.
Steve runs the whole thing over there. He MCs it and he does all the fundraising and everything. He does a fabulous job. I can't see how our golf program would even exist if we didn't really have Steve.
It doesn't end there.
My wife and I are both graduates of Kutztown University now. And probably about 8 or 10 years ago, we decided to do something to give back.
Every year, they award a $1,000 scholarship to a Pal kid attending Kutztown University.
I think without continuing their education, the opportunities are limited for them.
Junior Andre Goods and senior Carl Thomas are electronic media majors at Kutztown, and they are Steve Head scholarship recipients. They say his award gave them a jump start in life and taught them life lessons.
At the time, my family was struggling, and knowing that somebody's giving you money to go to school, it makes you do better in school so you won't let them down.
So kind of honored to receive such an award. I just think of him as one of the greatest guys on earth. Hopefully one of these days I can do the same thing as he's doing, give back.
Meantime, Steve Head continues giving back to the next crop of Pal kids.
When he talks to the kids, always emphasizes that he was a Pal kid and that he graduated and that he's successful now, and you can do the same thing. Great shot. Give him 5 on that one.
Steve Head says his old Pal Center may not be around anymore, but his memories there will stay within his heart forever.